Okay guys, you two are the final two. You have already revealed it. Steve is the mole. So now it's down to you two. And it was a close good match. Quiz determines it. One person answered one more question correctly than the other. So it's down to just one answer. Steve, you get to reveal. Go ahead, bud.
Okay. It has been an honor playing with you guys, with you gentlemen. And only one has to win, so here it is. The winner of the mole is Sterling Peters.
Yes! I love you, Grady. No longer fuck you. I'm taking you out to Uncle Sam's and Zips.
Alright.
And
Sterling, congratulations on winning it.
I could pretend to do more right now, and other people would do bad on the quizzes, and it would help me out.
Sterling Peters is the winner of this competition. He figured out that Steve was the mole, and he did the best job at figuring and remembering his every move. Sterling was able to solve the mystery based on the hidden clues. He accurately deduced that the clues didn't directly hint towards the identity of the mole, but rather indirectly. There were 11 clues hidden in this game. Some of them were discovered, some of them remained a mystery. Each hidden clue was directed towards a different individual in this game. The only person to not receive a hidden clue was Steve Rittenhouse, the mole.
Clues are for people who it's not. I said this for a while. Like, I've had a clue, Binky's had a clue, John's had a clue, Fish has had a clue, Adam's had a clue. Apparently, like, whoever the hell Deuce Wild is, like...
The placement of the clues were randomly selected in the hopes of ensuring fairness. In the first assignment, Andrew received an envelope. At the bottom of this envelope, there was the code 122288. That happens to be Dane Chattel's birthday. In the first puzzle challenge, there was a list of Tudor monarchs in the back of the puzzle. Kevin T's last name happens to be Tudor. Unfortunately, the players never knows the backside of this puzzle. In the second round, there were numbers flashing on the television. The numbers corresponded to the alphabet, and when the phrase was decoded, it said the first son. That was a biblical reference to the name Adam. Before the charades challenge, the players received another envelope. This envelope featured the code 81388, which happens to be John K's birthday. The fact that it was also Andrew's birthday was a complete and utter coincidence that the producers were not expecting. The letters featured in the bare room spelled Silver Dick. The phrase Silver Dick happens to be the nickname to Sterling Peters.
Well, Silver Dick, my name is Sterling Peters. Sterling, Silver, Peter, another word for penis, for dick.
When the players were asked to find their chess pieces, there was actually a picture of a pacifier in the rec room. The pacifier was in reference to Binky. In the fifth round, there was a featured list of all the competitors from different reality shows. Kevin's name happened to be in a different and larger font than the rest. Ironically, Kevin K was the only person to see this list, and he didn't catch the change of the font. There were 2 clues in the actual quizzes. In the 6th quiz, Tom's nickname Junk appeared at the bottom of the paper. In the 7th quiz, the phrase "first day of Christmas" was at the top of the paper. This phrase is a musical reference to a partridge, which also happens to be Robbie's family name. In the 8th round, the players found a list of fish on the other side of the puzzle. As mentioned before, Andrew's nickname happens to be Fish. In the 9th round, there were numbers flashing on the television. The numbers corresponded to the alphabet, and when the phrase was decoded, it said Deuce Wild, which happens to be Josh's Halo ID tag. There were only 2 other contestants to suspect Steve of being the mole. John K was actually the first person to suspect Steve based on his odd behavior and body language.
I think the mole is Steven, just because everyone, you know, does a little something different, you know, writes something down or asks questions or you know, is kind of like out there or like accusing someone else, but like he just hasn't said anything.
Andrew also concluded that Steve was the mole. Andrew actually had an extensive network of information. When a player was eliminated, he also eliminated their suspect from consideration. Eventually, Andrew figured out that Steve was the mole due to process of elimination. Unfortunately, both players made crucial errors on the quiz, and Sterling ended up winning this game. The Mole was a wonderful and suspenseful series. I wanted to thank the production crew and cast for making such a successful season.